Have you ever heard people complain that if you talk around a phone, you start seeing adverts for the thing that you talked about?
Mm.
And people start saying, hey, I was talking about jelly babies or jelly beans, and then I open my phone, I start seeing adverts for jelly beans. My phone's spying on me. First things first, fucking no shit, Sherlock. Of course it is, idiot. I mean, of course it is. You press a button, and then it can listen to everything you say and transcribe it perfectly. And you think that it only does that when you press the button? You think it's not listening to you all of the time? Of course it is. You can't even turn it off. You know what happens when you turn it off? You dim the screen. It's still on and is listening to everything you say all the time, whether it's hey Siri or not. Even worse, forget press the button. You press the button, it listens to everything you say. You haven't even got to press the button. You've got to say, hey Siri, and then it starts listening. So how does it know you said, hey Siri, unless it was already listening to everything you've ever said? And now we all know that it's transcribing that and using AI to work out how it can sell you things or put you in jail, one of the two. So one of my life hacks is like, I'm okay. This is what's happening. Everyone's complaining about it. I have a fantastic life hack. I just use it really conveniently. So next time I need something, next time I decide I want to buy a new car, I just say to Tristan, I don't even unlock my phone. I just get my phone and go, what's the best car 2026? I just talk into the mic while it's locked and put it in my pocket. And next time I'm on my phone, it pops up. 2026 car rankings. I'm like, oh, thanks, very convenient. So you don't even have to unlock your phone anymore, guys. Just start talking to it about shit you want. Just put it on a table and say, you know, I want this and this. What's the best ways to make money online? You know, what's the best ways to work out? How do I get in shape? How to lose belly fat in 6 weeks? Just talk out loud to your phone. It'll give you everything you want. You can't escape these things. This is the Matrix. This is where we are. And what's actually scary is the future when Neuralink and all these things come. That stuff scares me. Because when they start broadcasting adverts directly into your child's brain, I mean, yeah, I can tell my kid to shut up. And I can tell my kid to be quiet. I can tell my kid to sit down. I can do that. But can I really compete with a Neuralink directly into his mind? You know, then it's over. And the simple answer is don't get the Neuralink. But of course, very much like don't get a phone, for a certain amount of time, that's possible until you become uncompetitive. How do you run a business without a mobile phone? You're going to lose to the guy who does have a mobile phone. How are you going to run a business without Neuralink when there's some other guy who has all the world's information being broadcast into his brain instantly, and you're going to sit there like a dumbass while typing it in with your thumbs like a fucking orangutan? So this is the future. This is the Matrix. Humanity is over. The human experience as we know it, love, you know, meeting a beautiful girl and falling in love, and her not being completely mind warped by TikTok and Instagram, and you being from a small town and loving each other and being happy with what you have and being content and having children and having a little family and you being the king of your little castle, all gone. It's all gone. Now if you meet a small girl from a small town, she's 17 years old, you're in fucking Nebraska, doesn't matter. She's been bought a G-Wagon already. She's got men from all over the world. She's got Maldives, she's got this, she's got that. You're competing with hedge fund managers. You're some 18-year-old kid from Nebraska. What chance do you stand? Zero. So the human experience of love is completely gone. The human experience of emotions will soon be gone. Everything we know about being human will soon be gone because we'll be half robot. And if you understand this world, you understand that once we're half robot, who's going to be in charge of us? Because some people will say, oh, well, the governments. No, because the governments are currently outside of Dubai, which is probably the only competent government on the planet. Outside of the UAE, the governments aren't in charge of the countries either. The money is. The banks are. They're going to be in charge of you. And no matter who you vote for, if you still have free will to vote at all, because we know they're going to control that. But even if you have free will, it doesn't matter who you vote for, because the big pools of money are going to be in charge of all of this. Who elected them? Nobody. Who's in charge of the American government now? The money. Who elected them? Nobody. Here's where we're going. Being human is over. This is the last generation of humanity where you can sit and go, I'm a human being and I feel certain things. I do certain things because I'm human, you know? And perhaps this is one of the reasons why I can take my emotions at face value and not let them consume me. Because if I ever do feel sad or depressed, I sit and go, wow, isn't that beautiful? Because I'm human. You know, the future is a scary place. And we're not that far away. We may even see some of this stuff in our lifetime, sir. So I guess the white pill of all of this is that if you're watching this, next time you feel sad or you feel depressed, you should enjoy that emotion. You should sit and go, you know what, this is what being human is all about, to feel this way. Because there's going to be a whole bunch of people. I often think about the future and I think about how insane they're going to think we were for living the lives we lived. Do you ever think back to like the 1500s and think that must have been crazy? What, that just like random knights would turn up marauding and just start attacking your village and killing people, and you get the plague and you die of the Black Death, and if your wheat crop fails, you starve to death. It must have been so crazy back then. But I would argue, although bad things happened, of course, most people probably had a pretty normal, pretty good life. Imagine when everything is full self-driving in 100 years. And they talk about how we used to drive our own cars. And they'd say, what, people drove their own cars? You'd say, yeah. And they say, well, what if they crashed? Well, then we got mangled in a fireball and died. But how did they stop them crashing? Oh, there was a red light and a green light. Yeah, but what if they ignored the light? Then people died. What if they didn't see the light? Then people died. What if they were mentally ill? Then people died. Now, to us, it's so normal, but in the future, they're going to see it as completely insane. Mm-hmm. And they're going to do this with everything. And the thing they're going to do this with most heavily is emotions. That people got angry. They're going to say humans used to get angry. And when they got angry, especially the men, they got violent. And when they got violent, murders happened and people died. But now no one gets angry anymore. Welcome to the new utopia, Neuralink 2.0. No one gets angry ever again. We're all happy here, sponsored by Kellogg's. Are you still human?